I just saw a clip from the UK Youth Parliament. Now, I've never heard of that, but according to Wikipedia, it's a youth organisation consisting of democratically elected members between 11 and 18 years old. The Parliament has 369 members who are elected to represent the views of young people. Essentially then, these are the would-be leaders and wannabe MPs of tomorrow. Now, of course, because these are just kids, I don't intend to be mean to them in any way, but what I will say is, given they've grown up in a globalist-controlled media and education environment, they have the opinions you just about expect them to have.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Many people in the UK will remember when homosexuality was illegal. Gay citizens were labelled insane by doctors, predatory by broadcasters, and criminal by the police.
Now again, I don't want to be mean to this little lad, it's not his fault, but why is he going on about people remembering homosexuality being illegal? That was around 60 years ago. Well, the answer to that runs through every single one of these clips I'm going to show you. It's because these young people have been trained by their educators and the media to believe that politics is simply taking a left-wing grievance, whether it's an issue now or not, and then standing on your soapbox and making an emotional case for it.
My name is Irina Arshad and I'm from the local authority of Birmingham, and I'd like to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, because I'm proud to be Muslim and I'm proud to be Pakistani.
And therefore I urge you very strongly not to vote for mental health as your top priority, but to think of the future.
And that is why I want to stand here and speak on a motion that I believe affects us the most, and yet we don't know about it. And that's the issue of Kashmir.
Nationalism means you have to be a certain whoever to be accepted. The epidemic of knife crime killing our nation blamed on young black males. The horrific reign of terrorism attributed entirely to Islam. The gender pay gap, who is it blamed on? Women. And what does this lead to? Hate crime.
Now look, as I say, I'm not going to deconstruct what this girl's saying. She's just a kid and it wouldn't be fair. What does bother me though is who's telling her all of this. These are easily disprovable things. They're very biased readings, and you can tell there's the left-wing ideology coursing through it, along with the anger, oversimplifications and outright lies.
As a young person, I've not been taught the true importance of consent from a place I spent most of my time at school. It is no coincidence that in the week following Boris Johnson's Telegraph column labelling veiled Muslim women as bank robbers and letterboxes, a 375% increase in Islamophobic incidents was reported.
Now, I don't know about you, but I find this very sad. It seems that these kids haven't been educated, they haven't been taught to think so much as they've been programmed into left-wing woke ideology. Now, I thought this was worth sharing because it's an interesting insight into what our media and education system is doing to the next generation. All of the talking points were about social justice. There was no variant in political views, and perhaps most alarmingly, every single one of the white students seemed to talk about a social justice issue and tacitly downplay any sense of national identification, whereas the kids from ethnic minorities seem to actively be proud of their identity and play it up. And this is what I've spoken about on this channel quite a lot. It seems to me the multicultural ideology is very unwise. It's decided that some nationalities and identities are good and virtuous, but British and Western ones are bad. It's always felt to me, if you're going to go down a line like that, you either make everybody drop their identity, or you let people embrace theirs in the interest of, equality. But these kids, by no fault of their own by the way, have been so steeped in left-wing ideology, they wouldn't even understand an argument like that. They just think it's somehow bigoted and racist. So despite our future leaders looking like something out of a Jeremy Corbyn fever dream, they may change their minds yet as they grow up. And on top of that, like I keep saying on this channel, the liberal system may well crumble by the time they're old enough to take office anyway. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts down below and do consider subscribing to the channel.